Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Stacey. I'm filming two videos today, so yeah, that's why I'm wearing same clothes. This is going to be my July reading wrap up, which I'm getting this done way earlier than I normally do. I'm normally like weeks behind with these things, so yay me. So let's just jump into it. The first book that I read was Leave the Lights On by Christy Barrett. That was book 5 of the Alaskan True Crime Junkies series. I actually read this book while I was in Alaska, and it should have went in my video for Alaska books. I forgot about this one, so it's going in this video. So I read this probably in May, but I still wanted to talk about it because I gave it 5 stars. Again, it's about the same group of people that work together on their podcast. They go around Alaska solving murder mysteries. This one, though, had to do with a serial killer who was breaking into people's houses and shutting their power off and attacking them. That's why it's called Leave the Lights On. I really liked this plot. It was very interesting. It was very fast paced. I love the characters, and my note for this is I wish they would make these books into a TV show. These books would make an excellent show. I would be hooked to my TV screen. So the next book that I read was Searching for Peace by Jessica Ashley. This is the second book in her series. I'm not sure how many books she's going to have in it or if she's even finished with it, but these books take place in Maine, and they're all about like the same kind of group of people. It is a group of military veterans who, once they got out of the military, they all work together as like they work for a security company, or they have their own security consulting company. This is Christian contemporary romantic suspense. I gave it 5 stars. I loved the characters and I love the setting of this. Main characters are so broken, but they're constantly using their faith to seek God and to get help from God. So it is excellent for the faith value. It's very fast paced, and these books are making me like this genre of like contemporary romance. I never thought I liked contemporary romance. I never really picked these types of books up, especially with the cover. I don't go for books with covers with like a dude on it in general, but yeah, these are so well done and so faith-filled, and the romance is so beautiful. I absolutely loved everything about book 1 and now book 2, and I will continue on with the series. Also, Jessica Ashley is on TikTok, so I don't know how many of you guys are on TikTok. Actually, leave that for me down below. If you're on there, let me know, because I'd love to find you. I'm on there too. I don't post a whole lot on there, but I would definitely like the Christian community to grow over there the way it is growing on YouTube. So yeah, I will leave her information linked down below. The next book I read was The Marlo Murder Club by Robert Thorogood. This was a secular British mystery, and I gave this book 4 stars. This was so cute. It was about a random group of women who were strangers at the beginning. They form a bond, they form a friendship, and they end up solving a murder that happens in this town. The main character is, I want to say she's in her 70s, a very old lady who she lives on the River Thames, and she likes to go swimming naked in the river. And it's very funny. The very first chapter of this talks about her going swimming, and I was just cracking up. While she's swimming, she hears her neighbor yelling, and she thinks she hears something bad happening to her neighbor, and so she's trying to convince the cops to go investigate. It's so funny. It's so cute. I really did like this book. The next one I finished was None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. This is a secular thriller. I like to pick those up every now and then to kind of just break up what I am reading. I listened to this on audio. I gave it 4 stars. This one also takes place in England, and it is about an unhappy woman with lots of family secrets, and she runs into another woman in a pub who happens to have the same birthday she does, so they're birthday twins. And the other woman has her own podcast, and the woman with all the secrets wants to be on the podcast and kind of like talk through her life and like get things off her chest. And in the process of that, you find out just how crazy everything surrounding her is. Because it's a thriller, I can't talk too much about it, but it was wild. There was language in it, but it was pretty clean. Otherwise, I liked it. The next one was Calculated Risk by Lynn Shannon. This is, again, Christian contemporary romance suspense. And I gave it 4 stars. This is about a former Marine who is neighbors with a woman who is a prosecutor or a lawyer. She's a lawyer helping women who have abusive husbands, and someone is going after her and he protects her. Enough said. It's lovely. The romance is amazing, very fast paced, very high stakes, lots of crazy things going on in the process of him trying to save her. Like, people are after her. It's really good, and I plan on reading book 2 in August. Next one was The Garden Girls by Jessica R. Patch. This one I gave 5 stars. It is a Christian thriller. It's pretty rough though. It's not for the faint-hearted. If you don't like super creepy things, I would probably stay away from this one. But if you like, what is that show, CSI or NCIS or whatever, one of those shows, I've never watched them. It's similar to that. It's FBI and they're going after a serial killer, and the serial killer is insane. It takes place in the Outer Banks in North Carolina during a hurricane. So it's like heart-pounding, fast-paced, amazing. I love the characters. I cried at the end. I got very attached to one of the characters and I cried at the end. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I gave it 5 stars. This was book 3 in this series, and I didn't realize that going into it. So in August, I will be reading book 1. But yeah, it was amazing. I gave it 4 stars. I want to say this was book 5 in the series. I love these books so much. Every time I read them, it's like going home. It's so cute. It's so cozy. It is about a woman who used to be Amish, but she left the Amish. Her twin sister is still Amish, and she works at her twin sister's Amish bakery making cupcakes, and she lives with 2 80-something-year-old ladies, and murders happen around them and they try to solve them. And the 2 ladies are hysterical, and they have a goat that's an attack goat, and it's so funny. I just love this series so much. It's not your typical, like when you hear of like Amish fiction, it's not like that. They really don't talk about it very often, other than mentioning like a recipe, but it's really not like an Amish story. It's clean, it's cozy, it's funny. Highly recommend. So those are all the books that I read in July. Had a really good month. I liked all of these books, so yeah, I would recommend them all if you are interested. I hope you guys had an excellent July and you have a great August, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.